I'm back. I am really excited about this coaching minute because it's a coaching question that actually is near and dear to my heart. If you've struggled with anxiety in your past, raise your hand. If you struggled with chronic depression, raise your hand. If you've had suicidal ideations where you've dreamed of just ending it all, just to have peace and quiet, just because you feel despair, just because you don't see any way out. I'm here to be real with you and to break down the power of good coaching, of powerful education and inspiration so that I can share insights and inroads from one successful, high impact, influential boss to another high impact, successful boss. I have not yet in all my travels met one woman who has not suffered from all of those things. During the course of her lifetime, not one. If you see her on a stage, if you see her with a mic in her hand, if you see her with a gavel, if you see her with a scalpel, if you see her with a hose and a fire truck, if you see her in an engineering room or a lab, wherever you see a woman or a girl, she's been socialized to struggle as a person with everything that I just named. So let's get that out of the way. You're not alone. Definitely not here, me and you. I got you. And you can count on me to tell you the truth. When you feel those triggers in your skin, you know the triggers. Let me get them clear to you. A trigger is when you feel yourself sinking in your chair. A trigger is when you feel yourself closing in. A trigger is when you start to get a headache, when you grind your jaw, when you feel tension in your neck. A trigger is when you start to clench your balls and ball your fists. I used to sleep. I used to wake up and my fists were in balls. I was like anxious in my sleep. My fragmented, disowned, orphaned, wounded parts were spinning round the clock. I was badgering myself. So the question that we have on the table today is, given all that, for you, for me, for other people who are watching this and sharing this all over the world, maybe this isn't you anymore because it's definitely not me anymore. And yet it could be me. Why? Because I'm a person and I'm susceptible in a limited way though, because I've got reserves. I've got resources. I've got methods. I've got strategies. I have also rewired my soul. I have done an excellent job of stewardship to train my thinking to differentiate in those moments where I feel that sinking. And I can teach you the same thing when you come into the room with me and I lay hands on you and I look you eye to eye and I listen to your questions. And I give you a deliverance. And I give you an anointing immediately. In the meantime, the question is, how can I reframe a trigger from a step back to a step forward? This is all about how to author your own story no matter what the circumstances are. That's what the coaching is about right now. How to author your own story no matter what the circumstances are. There are many methods, most of which I will train at the Love You More Mastermind, which will take place soon. We are taking applications. Make sure that you get yours in. And bring a friend. You know you got a sister who needs to come. One of the methods I can give you in this minute is a question you can ask yourself based on a scriptural principle that is risen above any circumstance that you will encounter or generate on this planet. Are you ready for the question? When you feel triggered with anxiety, with stress, ask yourself, how is this a gift to me? I'm going to repeat that. How is this a gift to me? Why does that question work in reframing a trigger of a setback to a step forward? Because it's based on spiritual law. The Word of God says all things work together for good for those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. If you love God, if you love God and you are called according to his purpose, you can reasonably, consistently ask that question and find the way to reframe any circumstance, any situation, any relational glitch, any breakdown, any breakup in the context of holiness and edification. How is this a gift to me? Now, someone just said, well, what if I don't love God enough? What if I'm not called according to his purpose? This is how you can know for sure that you do love God enough. If you are breathing, if you are in gratitude ever, if you pray for other people, if you cry out to God in moments of despair, if you thank God in moments of joy, you love. If you are listening to this coaching, you are on quest. You are journeying. You are inquiring. You're asking questions. That is being called according to his purpose. Your purpose is to evolve and to prove God. So that's taken care of. You do love God and you are called according to his purpose. So all things do work out together for your good. And you can see them that way when you ask the question, how is this a gift to me? When we come together in the Love You More Mastermind, I'm going to show you how to operationalize that question with the real life experience that you bring to the table and share with me. And then I will be able to support you in understanding how to craft stories that actually strengthen your edification, your power, and your integrity so that you walk around literally with your head up, with your chest out, and with yourself open and available because you feel so brave and so safe in the world. I'll teach you when we come into the room together. I'll see you there.
My biggest takeaway from the weekend has been a process to really deeply accept all the parts of myself and not just accept them, but to love them as part of me and who they've made me. I would tell women that no matter where you are in your journey of personal growth, there's always going to be value in joining Jeanine for one of her live events because she will meet you wherever you are on your journey. And again, that new perspective, a new approach, the community of sisterhood, the level of support, the level of feeling safe so that you can open up and explore any new area and grow is going to be invaluable to any woman.